Which Tudor monarch was the first to establish the Church of England? A. Henry VII. B. Henry VIII. C. Edward VI. D. Elizabeth I. Answer: B. Henry VIII broke away from the Roman Catholic Church and formed the Church of England in 1534 after the Pope refused to annul his marriage to Catherine of Aragon. Who succeeded Henry VIII immediately after his death? A. Mary I. B. Edward VI. C. Elizabeth I. D. James I. Answer: B. Henry VIII's son, Edward VI, became king at just 9 years old in 1547, but his reign lasted only 6 years due to illness. What was the main reason for Henry VIII's split with the Catholic Church? A. Desire for church reform. B. Disagreement over taxes. C. Need for a male heir. D. War with Spain. Answer: C. Henry VIII sought to annul his marriage to Catherine of Aragon to marry Anne Boleyn and produce a male heir, leading to his break from Rome. Which queen was known as Bloody Mary due to her persecution of Protestants? A. Mary, Queen of Scots. B. Mary I. C. Elizabeth I. D. Catherine Parr. Answer: B. Mary I earned the nickname Bloody Mary because she ordered the execution of hundreds of Protestants in her effort to restore Catholicism. What was the significance of the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588? A. It ended the Tudor dynasty. B. It established England as a major naval power. C. It caused Elizabeth I to abdicate. D. It united England and Scotland. Answer: B. The English victory over Spain's powerful Armada in 1588 marked the rise of England as a dominant sea power. Who was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I? A. Jane Seymour. B. Anne of Cleves. C. Anne Boleyn. D. Catherine Howard. Answer: C. Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII's second wife, was executed in 1536. Her daughter Elizabeth I later became one of England's greatest monarchs. Which Tudor king established the Royal Navy as a permanent force? A. Henry VII. B. Henry VIII. C. Edward VI. D. Charles I. Answer: B. Henry VIII invested heavily in building warships, turning England's fleet into a strong and permanent naval force. Which famous playwright flourished during Elizabeth I's reign? A. Geoffrey Chaucer. B. Christopher Marlowe. C. William Shakespeare. D. John Milton. Answer: C. William Shakespeare wrote many of his greatest plays during Elizabeth I's rule, marking the height of the English Renaissance. What major event marked the end of Tudor rule in England? A. The Civil War. B. The Glorious Revolution. C. The death of Elizabeth I. D. The execution of Charles I. Answer: C. The Tudor dynasty ended in 1603 with the death of Elizabeth I, who left no direct heir. Who became king after the death of Elizabeth I? A. Charles I. B. James I. C. Charles II. D. Henry IX. Answer: B. James VI of Scotland became James I of England, uniting the crowns of England and Scotland under one monarch. What was the Gunpowder Plot of 1605? A. A plan to assassinate Queen Elizabeth I. B. A Catholic conspiracy to blow up Parliament. C. A trade dispute with Spain. D. A rebellion in Ireland. Answer: B. The Gunpowder Plot, led by Guy Fawkes, aimed to kill King James I and members of Parliament but failed and became a symbol of loyalty to the Crown. Which Stuart king was executed after the English Civil War? A. Charles I. B. James I. C. Charles II. D. James II. Answer: A. Charles I was tried and executed for treason in 1649 after losing the Civil War to parliamentary forces. Who led the Parliamentary Army during the English Civil War? A. Oliver Cromwell. B. Robert Walpole. C. Thomas Fairfax. D. John Pym. Answer: A. Oliver Cromwell commanded the parliamentarian forces, later ruling as Lord Protector during the Commonwealth period. What title did Oliver Cromwell assume after the execution of Charles I? A. King of England. B. Lord Protector. C. Prime Minister. D. High Chancellor. Answer: B. Cromwell became Lord Protector of England, Scotland, and Ireland in 1653, ruling as a de facto monarch without the title. The Restoration of 1660 refers to what event? A. The rebuilding of London after the Great Fire. B. The return of the monarchy under Charles II. C. The restoration of Catholic rule. D. The end of the English Civil War. Answer: B. The Restoration marks the return of King Charles II to the throne after the fall of Cromwell's government. Which disaster struck London in 1666? A. The Black Death. B. The Great Fire of London. C. The Glorious Revolution. D. The Plague of Westminster. Answer: B. The Great Fire of London destroyed large parts of the city in 1666, leading to significant rebuilding efforts. What famous structure was rebuilt by Sir Christopher Wren after the Great Fire? A. Tower of London. B. Buckingham Palace. C. St. Paul's Cathedral. D. Westminster Abbey. Answer: C. Architect Sir Christopher Wren redesigned and rebuilt St. Paul's Cathedral, which became a symbol of London's renewal. What was the Glorious Revolution of 1688? A. The overthrow of Charles I. B. The peaceful replacement of James II with William and Mary. C. The union of England and Scotland. D. The restoration of monarchy. Answer: B. The Glorious Revolution saw the Protestant William of Orange and Mary II replace the Catholic James II without widespread bloodshed. Who were William and Mary in relation to James II? A. His children. B. His cousins. C. His nephew and niece. D. His brother and sister. Answer: A. Mary II was the daughter of James II, and her husband, William of Orange, became co-ruler after the Glorious Revolution. What document established that Parliament must approve taxes? A. Magna Carta. B. Petition of Right. C. Bill of Rights. D. Act of Settlement. Answer: C. The 1689 Bill of Rights reinforced parliamentary control over taxation and limited royal power. What was the key religious issue during the Stuart period? A. Dispute over Catholic and Protestant influence. B. Conflict between Muslims and Christians. C. Rise of atheism. D. Reforms to Judaism. Answer: A. Religious tensions between Catholics and Protestants dominated Stuart politics and often influenced royal succession. During which reign did the English Civil War begin? A. James I. B. Charles I. C. Charles II. D. James II. Answer: B. The Civil War started during Charles I's reign in 1642 due to conflict over his authority and religious policies. Which Stuart king reigned during the Great Plague of London, 1665? A. Charles I. B. Charles II. C. James II. D. William III. Answer: B. The Great Plague occurred during the reign of Charles II and was one of the last major outbreaks of bubonic plague in England. The English Bill of Rights, 1689, led to the development of which type of government? A. Absolute monarchy. B. Constitutional monarchy. C. Theocracy. D. Military dictatorship. Answer: B. The Bill of Rights limited royal authority and strengthened parliamentary democracy, forming the basis of the UK's constitutional monarchy. What famous phrase is associated with King Charles I's belief in royal authority? A. Divine right of kings. B. Liberty, equality, fraternity. C. Rule by the people. D. Government by consent. Answer: A. Charles I believed he ruled by divine right, meaning his power came directly from God, a view that clashed with Parliament and led to his downfall.